namely developmental biology, looking at the neurodevelopment, meaning that what will eventually become your central nervous system, which is the brain and the spinal cord. So we have models in the lab. We look at mouse for mammalian model, and we look at spider for the invertebrate model. Neural tube defects is the #1 cause of central nervous system malformation. What that means is that neural tube defects is the reason why worldwide people have problems with their brain and their spinal cord. The largest organ of our body is the skin. The non-neural ectoderm is the primitive tissue for the skin. And the neural ectoderm is what will become the neural tube and will become the brain and the spinal cord. This is that it starts off as a flat piece of tissue. It needs a lot of tugging and pulling and rolling, really roll into a tube that forms one end of it becomes the brain and the other end of it becomes the spinal cord. When I went to school, Assunta Primary accepted me, even though I was the only person, again, on crutches. Assunta Secondary had Sister Enda Ryan as the principal, and the first thing that she did when she saw me on the first day of school was that she came and hugged me. That year, Form 1, every single examination, including the final exam, I scored #1 in my class. So it's really about the feeling of acceptance. I think only College Mara Seremban was the only college under the University Kebangsaan Malaysia matriculation system that wanted to take me in. There were seven schools, but only Mara accepted me. Mara looked after me. Mara made the ramps for me so that I could travel from my dormitory to my academic block without any hindrance. I could just push my wheelchair directly. So that was the first time that I felt, wow, Malaysia cares. So I've gone on stage 3 times, 3 convocation ceremonies. And all 3 convocation ceremonies were awesome. The moment as I made my way to the stage itself, the halls just erupted. Irrespective of whether it was Malaysia, whether it was in London, it just completely erupted. And it's an experience quite you can't compare it to anything really, especially when you really have to work 10 times harder than everyone else, when everything is a lot more difficult for you. I run a group called Malaysia NTD. It's a group for people who have children with spina bifida or for spina bifida individuals. And the reason why having that group is really a positive thing for me as a scientist is that I get to know people, very close up, and I get to talk to them about their history, and once they're comfortable enough with me, they open up, and almost all of them have told me that they were exposed to something or other during early pregnancy, whether it's the wife or the husband. So men should not think that they are completely out of the equation. When it comes to the development of the fetus, both the egg and the sperm contribute to the formation of the zygote.